Because I can relate to that because we want to do everything to God in spirit of excellence, right? So,
Yeah.
and that's the same thing with the man of God bringing the word. We don't want him to come out there and just give us this kind of throw anything at you and don't have his heart in it, or just give you just basically just a half-hearted sermon, and then you looking like, what was this?
Mm-hmm.
And this what you're gonna
Yeah.
present to the people. It's like an offering. You're like the offering you giving offering unto God, or you giving when you do unto God, you do unto the people. So it's like you
Exactly.
want to give your best at all times to then bless somebody with, so they can be. You don't want to go back and give them something secondhanded or something that you wouldn't want to take yourself. So why you expect me to take it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. You know what I mean? So and I think
Yeah.
that's when the misconception with this, when it comes to the artistry, the artist world, is that they have a job that they have to do. When you submit that music, it's everything. Our shows too. Everything got to be intact. I mean, because you saying that
Exactly.
you saying when you submit it to the radio stations, no matter if internet or terrestrial, you saying that I'm good. The quality's good. Everything's straight. All you got to do is play it. You follow me?
Yes. Exactly. And like one of the questions I ask an artist all the time, is like, are you currently employed at a job? And most of them will say, yes, I'm currently working a job. So, of course, I'm going to details asking what they're working. So then, but the main question I lead up to them is ask them, okay, when you applied for the job, how did you show up at your interview? And
That's good.
they'll pause for a moment and they'll like think about it, and they'll say, well, I wore, whether not in khaki pants, a dress shirt and a tie, or they'll say I wore a suit tie or business attire, outfit or dress or whatever. So I said, okay, so that's good. So, why did you do it? Why did you wear it? Well, because they explained to me that your first impression is your last. I said, okay, now we're leading somewhere. So if you go into a job, you apply for your job, and you dress up in a suit and tie because you believe that your first impression is your last impression. So that means that when you're doing your music, you have to take the same accountability as saying, okay, if you introduce your song to a person who's on the radio or a DJ or somebody like that, or to your audience, your first impression is your last, which means that you should be presenting music that just you present to the highest quality, just like you would present to at a job interview. And then they get quiet. They were like, wow, I never thought about it like that.
Awesome. Hey, the cool interesting thing about you that I know definitely another thing we have in common is we both are veterans, and I was like, I told my wife, he's a Marine. I'm a soldier still. We in the same game, and and my mind was like, wow, that's cool. So the thing about it is, can we talk about that a little bit? When did you came into the military?
I joined the Marine Corps in 1998, and it was right after I kind of decided I didn't want to be at Fort Riley State University no more. So I joined in and went to Parris Island, right down the road from here, and went to boot camp and served 8 years in. I worked as an aviation operations specialist, which turned into the position of aviation operations chief, which I was over a lot of, which is basically like working in the aviation field.
Yeah.
So my main role was to work with the F-18 fighter jet pilots, planning their scheduling, their flight routes, and their training. Make sure they get all the training out the way. And it was probably, it was a real great position I love.
Do you miss some of the people in the military? There's someone that you really can't grow close to, or no? I mean, what's your take on that?
No, I hate them all. No, I can be talking with almost half the people I serve with, because most of them are on Facebook, and it was a great experience because I was, for me, I grew up in a very diverse environment and with my family, because we moved around to different bases, and we were around different kids. Like, I think my cultural shock was when I moved to Albany, Georgia, and moving from places where you're outnumbered in minority,
right?
And you're dealing with different nationalities of kids, from Filipinos to Hawaiians to whites, of course, and everything like that. But to come back and then go to Albany, Georgia, is predominantly black, and you're like going to a predominantly black school. It's like a culture shock for me, because
yeah.
I had never been around more people like my own race. But it was. But I do keep in contact with a lot of my military buddies and stuff. We keep in contact, even the ones who are pro-Trump supporters or they're extreme conservatives. They're they might have some things to say about negative things, but I'm neither party, but it's just more like we still keep in contact. We still keep we still talk about the old days.
Okay. You got anything big going up with DJ Jesus Beats? Anything going on down the line in the near future, or that you want to see happen, or any events that you're involved in that's coming up, for as Hot 316 or just yourself alone? Anything hot? Anything going on?
I got my new album coming out next month. Entitled "It's Hard Being Lonely at the Top," and I decided to join up with the Five Heartbeats and the Five Horsemen and Flash. No, but nothing major down the line. I'm the type of person that's I'm like the background person, so I like to play the background a lot. So I'm very low key, and it's not because I don't want to be in the spotlight. It's just more of like, I think sometimes it just depends on where God leads me at. But other than that, if anything comes up, I'll just probably let everybody know. But right now, I've just been playing a little bit more of building relationships with some of the key power players this year. And if anything pops up from that, I'll make a major announcement.
Okay. Being that I know that your schedule is busy, is there any time do you have a chance to go to church, or are you doing, or that's very far and few?
Oh, that's very important to me. I go to my church is Bethel Word and Worship Deliverance Temple here in Beaufort under my pastor Arthur Cummings Sr. And probably a great pastor I love to serve under. He really teaches the Word, and very, very outstanding church environment. And as far as it's mostly family oriented in the church, but I've learned so much from under his leadership. I also have volunteered to be a sound engineer for the church, so I don't get paid for it. I don't ask for no money, so I just do it because I love it.
Right.
And but I love being a part of their ministry.
Yes.
And I do. It's humbling. And
okay.
It's very important to me. And then of course, I try to make it to all the Bible studies, but a lot of times because of sometimes the work schedule, I have it's a little bit tricky, to do it. But when I do go, I just enjoy, getting back into the Bible study with them.
Does your pastor have an understanding of what's going on with you in the radio world? I mean, as far as all you have to take on, he has an understanding of support, very supportive in that. Concerning what you do, you know what I mean?
Yes. His son is actually a gospel rapper too, so which is amazing to me. So his son is a gospel rapper, but he's aware of what I've been doing, and I always a lot of times when I get a chance to talk with him, I always try to introduce him to, hey pastor, I want you to take a listen to this song. Let me know what you think about it. And I do that sometimes on behalf of the artist.
Okay.
Because I believe that as an artist, I believe that Christian artists, if you're called to do ministry music, you should also be involved with your pastor, sitting down and just having them listen to your music and let them get an understanding where you're coming from, whether you're coming from a scriptural base or whether you're coming from a life-living, biblical application type of teaching, or it could be a party song. But I would like to, for me, I always believe that my pastor should know what I got going on.
Yes. So your pastor is pretty much, he's very open-minded to the Christian hip hop and Christian R&P, correct?
Yeah, you're open to it. It's because they're kind of like the older generation. They respect it, but they kind of get a feel for what's being said, and he knows that it's changing. With the style, like hip hop is the only type of genre that evolves beyond, like gospel music. You listen to gospel music still sounds like it's from the 1970s.
Right.
Until you get some modern day artists that kind of put the flavor. So it sounds like the 1970s and 80s in most of the gospel songs.
That's true.
And nothing bad about it. It's just that they know who they market to. They market to an older generation of people who grew up on Sam Cooke and Aretha Franklin and Earth, Wind and Fire, and we still like the Tom Joyner Cruise.
Yeah.
So,
we'll have Dr. Deacon Doug will come on there. Anyway, but anyway, my next question is, maybe you can help me with the understanding of this. I know you're probably already familiar with it anyway, and I think you already talked about it on your show, one of your episodes, but of your show. Just say CHH is not dead or CHH is dead. What's up with that? I mean, I haven't had a chance to sit down and digest all of that. What's your take on that?
It's a bit of like in-house discussion, like for those who are involved with rap community, where we've been where there's been a lot of dialogue going back, where we believe that because of the style of the music has been changing, there are veteran Christian rappers who believe that the genre is dying because of this lack of structure or the way how the music is being released. But for me, I always believe it's not dead, because in order for something to be dead, that means that people have to stop supporting it and stop embracing it and stop pushing it. For me, I have never stopped pushing it, so to me, it's never dead. But I just get the concept of how type of thing. It's just the same thing that's going on with gospel music, where gospel music sales for the last 4 years have plummeted really bad because of the fact that there's an exodus of young generation of people who don't really care for it too much, because the music is just so redundant. It's the same thing like hip hop. It's so redundant. There have been no breakthrough in gospel music. It's just the same songs get repeated. And even new gospel music has a hard time getting seen. So just like with Christian hip hop, it was totally different, where it's just like a lot of people that believe that the music is just the music has changed so much. We have went from just artists rapping for the Lord to where now artists are just rapping all over the place. And so those are the things that we have.
Yeah, because I was coming across on the internet, and they were saying like Dayton, Dayton, right? They were saying that Dayton was banned from radio. You heard anything about that?
Mm-hmm.
Did yeah, I mean, like I said, I had just to read into that. Would make me think about it, because I thought about it because he was saying something about CHH, and he had his comments on that, and I was just, it kind of sparked my attention. Like, what's going on with that? I mean, what we got going on now with CHH? I mean, from my understanding, it's fine. So yeah,
weird debates are going around, but I don't know how valid they are.
But anyway, we can move right along to that. I want to kind of flip the script a little bit in the topic. So basically, I know we've covered a lot of things already within this time frame. But so what is you want to? I we end up showing a little bit. What is that you want to tell everybody as far as the bottom line when it comes to working as a DJ or a radio personality? What is the bottom line in ministry, in doing ministry of doing this? What is the main thing to keep in mind when doing this type of line of ministry?
The most important thing is that. Oh, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The bottom line is that ministry and business work hand in hand. A church cannot survive off of just